day. Just a minute or so, we'll get ourselves set to go for a Wednesday power yoga. If you're finding level 3 easier, different, still doing yoga in our lounge, so I think that's a good thing. Alrighty, let's make a start, shall we? So, welcome to Power Yoga. My name's Debbie. I thought we'd do a little bit of a focus around our glutes. So the idea that the kind of the booty, if you like, and the core really help protect our back from any pain or any injury or any postural faults. All the muscles around here work together to give us a good, strong body. And a strong butt means your whole hip system is highly functioning. So your hip flexors in the front and the hip extensors in the back and your psoas muscle that runs down. They all conspire to keep you walking and running and jumping and lunging in a beautifully wondrous and flexible way. So the glutes, the min, the med, the max reinforce the hip region, but also the quads surround and support your knees. So I'm going to work around a flow that's really orientated towards that area. So it's a little bit butt focused, I think I can say that, in a yoga class. Anyway, let's start and just take a breath. We'll come to child's pose. So just taking your toes together, your knees apart, and let's sort of make this a nice gradual process today with your toes. Maybe we're just starting sitting upright for a couple of moments, relaxing through the body. Take a good breath in, and then as you breathe out, just sort of like stretching yourself out on your mat. Will you take a couple of moments just to find your landing point? Feel free to use props or cushions or books just to support. So there's support rather than you just dropping quickly. Taking those long, just smooth breaths as you feel yourself settle into the pose. Taking a couple of centering breaths where you're just sort of checking in on how are you this morning? How was your Wednesday start? You may have just come out of bed, you might have been still in your pajamas, and that's okay. When we arrive on our mat, we just bring with us a number of issues or difficulties. Might have injuries we're bringing with us, might have a head full of anxiety. So just feel like in this pose, this extended child's pose, Vinyasa. See if you can approach the practice today with this nice sense of ease. As you land on the mat, you're also giving yourself this opportunity to drop any worries and troubles or stress into the mat. Maybe it's only for the practice hour, and that's fine. Give yourself this opportunity to turn inwards and just to feel like a child. You know, they've got this innate goodness, haven't they? Just settling in. Feel that long length of your spine. Feel it soften as you just draw the breath in and out a few times. Allow your sit bones to just gently work towards your heels without forcing. This is a sense of lengthening and releasing. Imagine a paintbrush going up and down your spine. As you inhale, it comes one way, and as you exhale, it comes down, and that goes in reverse, sorry. But there's an ease every time the paintbrush just glides around the spine. There's a sense of release, a sense of opening, if you like. Really start to expand your rib cage open. Your breath goes outwards, fills up that rib cage. And it just guides the body open, invites the body to just gently explore. You reach your fingers forward, and as you slide your sit bones down a bit, extend your rib cage, extend your breath. And then on your next inhale, just draw yourself up so you're coming into a tabletop. And then taking a couple of breaths, rolling the body through cat and cow. So give it this sense of space. Exhaling as you're rolling the body open, but as you inhale, just dropping the belly down and lifting the chin and lifting the tailbones and really meandering the spine, if you like. And then just tucking your toes from here. We're just going to come to the front of the mat and to a gentle forward fold. So just pressing in. If you don't feel like dropping completely down, maybe your elbows are on your knees, but if you hang, pressing the feet and then pressing the legs, back the legs, breathe a little bit. The layer sun comes through. So remember the legs aren't maybe not lengthened yet, so just give them a little bit of time to stretch. Soften the knees, drape the body. You may want to take some movement, maybe the opposite elbow. We're just going to roll ourselves up to standing. So just let the head till last, you push down from the feet and then just draw yourself up. Coming into Tadasana where the arms just open out. The sun shines through brightly. Press your feet, open your shoulders, lengthen through so you're drawing that belly in. Awesome. And then we're going to start a sun salutation today. There's a little bit of variation in that. We're going to make it a little bit wider in your feet. That's just to allow for the hip work and butt work we're going to do today. So just feet wide, and then take a breath up. And as you breathe out, just coming into a squat. Now, this first squat might just be to here. If you're okay to squat down to the ground, lift your heels, then go ahead and do that. So you might be there for forever. And then take your arms down as you inhale and come into a forward fold. Taking a halfway lift, lengthen your body out. And then stepping back to your feet. Drawing your heart forward, pressing through your shoulders. You can have your knees down this first one. And then just coming down into your cobra. So land on your mats and then just gently curling that body up, breathing in. Breathing out. So we're just connecting the breath with the movement. Inhale as you press up. Exhale, tuck your toes and slide your hips to your heels. And then float the sit bones up. Downward facing dog. Drop the head, give it a shake. And then soften the knees. Look between your hands and then step to the front of your mat. Make sure your feet are wide again. As you inhale, roll up. And as you exhale, coming down into that squat. So again, you choose, you want to go to a deeper squat, lift the heels, or maybe you can squat with the heels down. And then take your hips up as you have your halfway lift, inhale. Step back to your plank. And this time we're taking the exhale all the way down. So strong body, heart open. Rolling through that heart space as you just tuck and open up. And then exhale, coming back through your plank, taking your hips to your knee, to your heels, and then floating your sit bones to the sky. Dropping the head down. Give it a shake. A couple more times through that. So just soften the knees, draw back, and then lock between your hands as you step or jump to the front of the mat. Feet go wide. Inhale as you rise up. And then exhale, come on down. Maybe you're getting your balance, a little bit of space in the body to open. Halfway lift as you lift the hips. Inhale. Step back. Exhale to a plank. Bring your body down. Hug your arms in. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Maybe straight to down dog this time, or if you like that child's pose option, then stay with that. Rise nice and high as we stretch that down dog, and then soften your knees. One more time, we'll come to the front. Jump forward, feet wide, take a big inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you squat down. How is the balance? Inhale as you lift your sit bones. Halfway lift, big breath in. High to low plank as you breathe out. Maybe you're ready for up dog. If you are, go for it. If not, just take your time, ease into the shoulder. And then exhale as you come to down dog. We're just going to pause that down dog for a couple of breaths here, just to get you connect with this pose. So sit bones up, hands plugged down, just pushing strong for those arms, softening your shoulders, and that nice high triangle shape of the body. Breathe it in, and then breathe it out. Here, we're just going to, excuse me, inhale forward into a plank. And then drop your knees down as you come into tabletop. So pressing through, it's a nice long line of the body. Just start extending that right leg back. Forward a wee bit so I've got room. And then float that foot up, but just notice how you lift that leg up. So keeping that belly nice and long and not lifting so high that I have to then dump the belly. So it's quite low, but it's long. And then extend the left arm. So you're going to take your thumb up, rotate, hug it, extend out. Take a nice long breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale again. And exhale as you come underneath. So we're creating some movement, some long breath, exhale, and then we're firing up the side of the ribs. Inhale, exhale. One more time. This time we're going to hold it, so extend out and just feel that length as you push away. Thumbs up. One more breath in. As you breathe out, place that hand down, tuck your back toe, your left toe. Keep the right leg up if you can, and then just lift it up to three-legged dog. And inhale, knee to nose as you come forward. And then back up, three-legged dog. This time taking that right foot through the hand as you come into crescent lunge. So you can drop the back knee down if you want, or if you're okay just to push in, rise up, come to this nice pose as we drop down for that back foot. So feel really stable in your grounding, so make sure your hip width apart. Otherwise you might be sort of this way. You might need to pause in that breath. Take the arms down, take a breath. And coming down to a little bit lower lunge as you inhale, but as you exhale, push back up. Not straightening the legs, I'm just going a little bit lower on the inhale. Exhaling back to that present lunge. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Breathing in. Breathing out. This time, inhale the arms and stay at the top of your crescent lunge. And as you breathe out, just leaning forward as we come into arrowhead. So really push into this front foot. Float the shoulders, extend the arms, hug in like this. Heart is surging forward like an arrowhead. Strong in that front foot. Push down for the heel. And then begin to float the back foot. So we come into warrior three. Wobbly like me today, then maybe you've got some blocks to support you. Or if you're okay to stay with the arms floating behind you, do so. Or maybe you float the arms out. Or if you want the big pose, extend the arms forward. Nice big long standing pose in round one. Take another breath. And as you breathe out, lower that back leg down as you come into crescent lunge. Inhale. Bring the arms down to your ribs or your hips rather as you exhale. And then turning your body around. Turn your toes forward. Take a breath. And we're going to come into a wide leg fold. So dropping down. Sit bones up, feet flat. Lifting the sit bones and then maybe a bend in the knee. Now I want you to walk your way to your right leg. So it's still a forward fold. I'm not doing a twist. I've just come all the way over towards that right leg. Just stretching the right side a little bit more. Come around so maybe you can see me a little bit better. And then come back through the middle. Take your heels in slightly. And then push down as you come into horse stance. So we're taking that wide base as we come into our squat. And just sort of working these knees to be over your toes. So we've got that right alignment. Trying to avoid that sun there. I'm right in the spot. Of course I am. That's the way it goes. Take a breath and lift through the crown of the head. Breathe out as you drop down. And then inhale that right heel. Exhale it down. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to get right into all those parts that work around the hip. Get this fabulous strength in our legs and our body. One more time. So right leg, bring it up. Exhale down. Left side. Bring it down. Inhale again. Both feet just for a moment. Just feel how wobbly that might be in your body. And it's okay. Push down through your feet. Stand on up. And then bring your right leg to the front of the mat as we come into warrior two. Soften the shoulders, extend out. This long line and this deep push in the hip. Maybe stretch the leg forward to allow for the hips to breathe a couple of times down. Extend the shoulders. Beautiful. Flip the palm. Inhale, reach up for miles. Reach back if you can, or just take a big stretch upwards. And then we'll take our vinyasa to change sides. So inhale. As you exhale, coming through your high plank to low plank. Elbows in, knees, maybe toes, rolling through that cobra or up dog, and into down dog. You may continue to move through that child's pose variation today. That felt good. We've got some strong glute work coming today, so maybe in the chaturangas, you just sort of ease back to find that little bit of space. Breathe in. Nice. And then floating your way back to your plank. And then coming into your tabletop. Resetting from the beginning. So hands strong, shoulders open. Floating the left foot back. So flex the toes, the foot down. Not lifting so high, but drawing the belly in and tuning these side ribs on as you extend your right arm. Take a breath. Elbow and knee, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come underneath. I want to feel these long, long, long breaths out. Flowing underneath. Just getting the whole body connecting together. Reach again, inhale. Hold for a pause, for a breath, for an extension. And then placing that head down, tuck the back toe, extend the left foot up. If you can do it in one motion, if you can't, that's fine. Need a nose. Inhale as you lift. And then look between your hands as you step your left foot through crescent lunge. Here we go, round two. Stand up. Dropping the knee down. So just find that alignment in the body first. Hip flexors working right. And then float the arms down. So we inhale as we go down a little bit deeper. We exhale to come back to that crescent lunge. So it's quite a low lunge when we inhale. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Hip in, shoulders back. Keep the bellies on. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Ooh. Pushing up and then extend the arms. Just start breathing in. And as you breathe out, plant that left foot firmly down as you start to guide the body forward. Float majestically. Extend the back leg. Warrior three. If you don't like warrior three, it's just not going to work. Then stay there ahead. You might even need some support. So come to warrior three again. If you need supports, you might just pick them up and float. Don't need so much support, then see if you can hold this powerful pose. Hips and balance, head forward, spine long, really driving down through your left leg to really support yourself. Great pose, isn't it? It wakes you up. Another beautiful long breath, and then float that foot down as you come back through your crescent lunge. Inhale the arms. Oops. And then exhale as you bring your hands to your hips. And then we start to turn the feet forward towards the right hand side. And let's float down to that nice long forward fold. So working the hammies for a little bit. Dropping down, soften the knees, hang the head. Breathing in. Little bit of space. And then coming towards that left side. So I'm turning hamstring, that beautiful length of the legs. You might be up here, and that's cool. Wherever works. And then coming back to your middle. Pressing, turn the heels in slightly so you can just feel you can gather that little bit of balance underneath the body. And then coming up into your goddess or Buddha squat. So you're going to come forward outside that sun. Okay, and pressing down. So feeling this sort of shoulders, this tailbone tucking under, this really sense that my knees are tracking my toes. Take a breath. And let's inhale for that left foot first. So coming right onto the tippy toes, the ball of the foot. Ballerinas today. Drawing that up. And then planting down. Inhale. Exhale. I don't know why I'm smiling. I just think this is probably entertaining in your house. And imagine the grimaces. All right, pull the knees up. Knees up, pull the heels up. Press down. There's a lot of instability, but what's happening is we're just waking up a lot of these muscles and ligaments just joining together to feel that balance. You've got to use them. Press down. Push up. And extend that left foot forward as you come into warrior two. It feels good, doesn't it? Extend out. Curtains. Press down. Track the knee. Feel that mobility in the hips already. Extend out. Inhale, reach for miles. Extend the body up. And as you kind of take one last inhale and your exhale, let's come through your chaturanga. Press down. Open to the heart space. Exhale down. Press the body out. Awesome. Let's inhale again forward into your planks. We're going to start every section from the here. Coming again into your tabletop. Again, the shoulders going over the wrists, so you're really extending down. And then taking that right leg back again. This time it's long. Yeah, so taking a breath. And we're just going to take the leg, crossing it behind me, and then coming over like a rainbow shape to the other side. So you're inhaling over and back. What you've got to watch is the hips aren't moving with you. You're really holding the line, if you like. Just a few reps here. My belly's in. I'm tapping over. Tapping behind, keeping that strong arms, stabilizing my body. The next time you come to the side, just taking a pause. So it could be here or just wherever feels okay for you today. Notice if you're starting to compensate, you maybe adjust, keep the body in the middle. And then floating that right leg just behind you. Tuck your toe on your left foot. See if you can just use the arms and that foot to push up and then scorpion open the right hip this time. And take a breath. And then taking your right knee to your right elbow. So coming across. Scorpion up again. And look between your hands as you come through crescent lunge. Your right leg steps through. Inhale the arms. And then bringing them to your heart space as you come down. A little bit deep in that back leg. And we're going to inhale, we're going to lift the back knee. So pushing it up. Here's the balance series. So you bring that knee in and then you curtsy behind. So you cross over and then you inhale up. Exhaling as you're just pushing behind. Inhaling up. A little bit of balance. A lot of stability. Maybe a lot of appreciation of how amazing we are. Now, one more time. Hope you're wobbling. Take that behind. And then this time drawing that knee up. So give it a hug. Tuck it in. Standing nice and tall. And then sending it back to crescent lunge. Take your arms up. Just one breath. And as you breathe out, Vinyasa. High to low plank. Exhale, down dog. Float the head, extend the fingers, lift the sit bones. Inhale forward to your plank. Drop your knees down. So again, we're in that tabletop. lining everything up. And this time extending the left foot back. So flexing, not too high with that initial setup, and then taking the leg, crossing over without crossing the hips or collapsing the hips in that rainbow shape. So I'm coming across, and then I'm coming in, just looking behind, keeping that mobility, keeping that length in the body. Doing a few rounds. Oops, no sync. One more. And then holding to the sides, whatever that feels like. It might be here or here, extending, or maybe just rotating out a little bit. Just feeling that push the arms and connect to the core. Take a breath. And then just take that leg back into what we call alignment. If you like, tuck your right toe under and then extend out as you come into scorpion. And then taking your elbow to your knee to your left elbow. Scorpion again. And then extend that foot through crescent lunge. Draw those arms up. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Open up, press to that front foot, and then lift that right knee to your chest. Here we go. Extend like a little curtsy, isn't it? Powering back up. That's it. Whoops, embracing everything that's moving and calibrating in your feet. It's all part of it. One more time as you come down below. And then lift up. And then really embrace that knee, holding it. And sending it all the way back, crescent lunge. Inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale, calm down. I'm going to go straight back to down dog today. That's fine. Open the heart space, really feel the shoulder space. And then exhale, down dog. Float the head, take a moment. You need that moment in child's pose for 2 breaths, then go ahead and do it. One more standing sequence. We're going to start the same way. So inhale forward or come out of your child's pose and you drop. And then inhale forward into your plank. Dropping your knees down so you come into that tabletop again. Pressing the arms under the shoulders. And just some good old-fashioned lifts to your right. Let's be mindful. It's not about the height of the knee. It's about what's going on with the core, the pelvis, the glutes. 2 more. 1980. 1 more. Okay, we're going to extend that leg back. We're going to tuck the toes of the left foot, and then we're going to scoop that up to scorpion. You can just stay and pause and breathe for a couple of rounds, or you can go ahead and then flip the dog on this one, then come into a bit of a back bend. Push down through your heels and see if you can lift the hips. Drape the arm. Quite strong through here. If you're still in scorpion, just take a couple of breaths. See the heart, crack the heart open. Reach. I'm going to come back. You might want to transition through down dog. If you're okay to do the next step, that you inhale, you flip the dog and you step your right foot through your hands. You leave your hands down for this one. So if you've got props or blocks or something handy, please grab them. We're going to come into revolve triangle. So this pose doesn't work for everybody. And I'll take you through it and give you a couple options. So ideally, if you're going to follow the pose to its true form, the back heel is down. So like the warrior shapes, but that doesn't always suit someone's lower back. So if it doesn't suit you, I want you to lift the heel up instead. Or maybe even reduce the distance between your feet. Otherwise, once you've got a nice long spine, just taking your sort of stacking your shoulder over your left wrist, taking your right thumb into your hip crease, tucking that in so you're holding down, and then push to the inner edge of your right foot. We tend to roll to the outside edge, and I want you to firmly press and then revolve. So we turn towards the right. Hand can be on the hip, the heart is forward, pushing in, back heel down. There's a lot going on. It's a big pose. Big Wednesday. If you can extend the arm to the sky and the twist, then go ahead and do it. If it doesn't feel good, then just stay where you are. Take some good long breaths in. Just revolving back. So set your body back to the center. If you've got your props or your blocks, place both arms down. If you're using the ground, that's fine. I'm just going to walk the props a little bit forward. I'm going to lift off the back foot as I do so. But again, I'm going to just stack under the left arm is going to be the support. I'm going to come to revolved half moon. So similar with the hip, but the foot's up, so you get more of a rotation through. And then maybe you take the arm up, maybe you just stay nice and long. I kind of feel that pelvis is quite neutral. We're twisting the body through, extending the back foot, but not too high. This is really nice to rinse the body out. One more breath. And as you breathe out, come back down, either onto your supports or to the ground. And the last sort of exercise pose in the series is just standing split. And bringing that back foot up, or maybe it's down here, or maybe you've had enough and you've got your feet down. A couple of moments to fire up that right glute. Remember, it's min, med, and max, so we've got to do a lot of range of movement to get them all. Take a breath, and then float that foot to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift, and then bow down, taking your peace fingers through your toes. Hang your head. You might want to set that halfway lift again, or maybe just dropping in. You might feel that the right booty or the right glute is very alive at the moment. We are slightly out of balance, but we haven't done the other side. Nice feeling to sort of see where you've been and where you've got to go. Drop the shoulders, drop the head. I'm just going to come back through down dog and trying to work the other side. But if you want to take a little bit of a scenic tour today, just heel toe your feet out a little bit wider. Maybe just coming back to that little squat we did in the sun salutations today. And we'll just transition to crow if you wish. If you don't wish, straight to down dog. And take a moment, take about 4 breaths, down dog. If you want to come through this way, then taking your hands, hugging your legs, squeezing in, and just sort of maybe just stop here, 1 foot at a time is fine. A little bit of balance, a little bit of go. Pausing, really firing up that core. If you're up and open, you know, to come down, step back to down dog. If you're okay to take a breath, zip it up, and then follow those legs down. Then we meet it down dog. There we go. Okay, let's do the other side. So breathe in as you come into your plank. Float your knees down. Stack the arms, draw the belly in. And then the left side comes up. Just a little couple of movements, mindful movements. You open up to the glutes. How you doing out there? Breathing in. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And then then tuck the toe. Lift that leg up as we take that scorpion. Where we can stay, we can come to down dog, or if you want to go ahead and flip that over and push into the feet and reach into the sun. We want to feel the heart lifting, the feet pushing, just really extending into the back to reach those fingers over. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, so again, you can flip back through down dog, do it in stages, or if you want to come over, flip and step that left foot through. And then we're placing that right heel down, we're getting our props back. We have that mobility extend long. Nice. All right, so we're going to tuck the hip in. Start to stack the shoulder over the right wrist. The inner edge of your left foot wants to press down as much as the outer edge. Hip in. And take a breath, extend as long as you can. It's all like we do with all twists. We inhale, we exhale, we revolve on that breath out. Hand to hip, maybe hand to sky. You could look up, you could look down, just make it work for your body. And just coming out of that turn. Again, placing both arms on the props as you extend. And then as you start to walk the props forward and lifting that back foot up, not too high, it's kind of like bird dog we did at the beginning. There's that sense that everything's in balance. And again, we're going towards the left. The right arm as the left arm extends, balancing that glass of water on your pelvis. Push down as you rotate. Extend long and strong. Beautiful way to rinse, stretch that glute, and fire through the body. And coming out of that twist, just briefly working our way through standing split. Might soften that front knee if that feels good. And same thing, floating that foot to the front. Taking a halfway lift. And then bowing down again. Maybe sliding the hand underneath your feet this time. You might be coming in through Hastasana, get the wrists a little bit above. Drop the head. If that doesn't work for you and you want some wrist work in the blocks, creating some support is really helpful as well. The toes are tickling the wrists. There might be a little bit of downward pressure on the toes as well. The knees could be soft or lengthened out as you drape the head. Then release. Time to take an inhale, push through your feet, stand up. Exhale with your hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale as you come back. Halfway. And then step or jump your way back to your plank. Bring your heart forward and then floating down. Rolling the shoulders. And then coming into downward facing dog. Just take a couple of moments, shake the head. And then we're going to step or jump or just come through to a seat. onto the back of the body, really. So coming into a couple of bridge poses. Before we go into those, just sort of land on your back for a few moments. Drop your heels, drop the shoulders. Just take a second to feel a little bit of support underneath you. You've been on those legs a wee while, so really feeling like we can take a breath. Move through a couple of back bends, but again, sort of keeping it around that glute focus. Just pushing through your feet, and we'll come into bridge pose. So start to inhale. You're super strong in your back bend. You can actually do this from wheel, so it's quite challenging, but you may be okay with that. Press the hands down, and then just lifting that right knee. And then take a breath as you extend up, and then exhale as you drop down, but not quite to the ground. So inhaling as you're pushing up, and then exhaling as you sort of hover to the ground. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out. And this time we're going to stay up. We're going to extend a little bit more. Take the foot to the ceiling, really drive. Lifting the hips, the opening, maybe clasping the hands for a breath or two. And then bending that foot in, come back to your bridge. And then slowly lowering your back down. Again, staying nice and low so you're feeling grounded, feeling landed. And let's roll for the other side. So push through your feet, extend up, open through the hips, press through the hands. Whew. And then inhale that left knee. And then just dropping it down, pressing it up, breathing in, breathing out. So again, nice mindful movements. Don't have to be big. They just have to be using that area we're targeting today. Take a breath. One more. We'll hold this one. So push down nice and strong. Extend. Maybe extend the foot or the arms. Might give you a little bit of opening in the front of the chest. And then knee in. Place it down. Inhale the hips. Open the whole body. And then exhale as you lower down. This time take your toes together, your knees apart. Hand to heart, hand to belly. Let's take a little opportunity just to draw ourselves back in. Just drawing those knees to your chest. Just hug those legs in. Feel a little bit of rocking, a little bit of rolling, a little bit of movement. And then rolling yourself up to the seat. Just moving those legs around. And I'm just going to come into a little bit of a hip move. So kind of easy pose. We're going to cross through the shins. So this would be cross-legged with the knees, but this, as I sort of scoot my feet forward, I've got my feet flexed. And I've got a nice triangle shape if I look down my legs. Now you can lift your back, your seat, if you find hips like me that's quite tight. If you are particularly open, then you are familiar with something like double pigeon where you stack your heels on your knees, then go ahead and do that. Or you could do half pigeon, or not half pigeon, but a sort of a half version of double pigeon, I suppose, where your foot's sitting on top as well. So just work with what's going to work for you, but not be so challenging that you can't take a few long breaths. I want you to release, not crush. So extend the spine. Draw it up. And maybe if it works to lean forward and then come into a little bit more. Soften down, maybe drop. A few breaths all the way down. Back up. You just release. Change those legs and cross them. Come back to the other side. So the left leg in front. So again, keep crossing over the double pigeon. Sticking that foot on top. Not so much. Just crossing the legs. So maybe cross to the shins more than the ankles. Flex the feet. Prop the sit bones up or roll your mat up just for a little bit of variation to get the pelvis tilting forward. And then floating your way down. You take a couple of breaths up here first. Or maybe staying upright is just where you're going to be today. That's cool. Float down. Draping the body. Crossing the legs. Extending your feet out. So we'll come to a forward fold. If you have one that you prefer, you're going to do Vinyasa here, but if you prefer to do widely or another variation, that's cool. And really extend into the space. So soften the knees, take a breath, inhale, float the shoulders, reach forward. So really extend your back first. Almost your heart's moving forward. lifting and then break yourself down. You might just slide the sit bones back, you might come down, you might just rest your head again. Or it might be that your forward fold is this way. Trust that the body is releasing and moving through. On our way back. Over on to your body. We're just going to come into a supine twist. So one of your choice. If you like to just drop the knees to one side, that's fine. If you want to hug a knee in and roll it. Or maybe today, twisted roots. I always find that quite nice in the glute area. Take the arms out. Crossing your right leg over if you're doing any of those variations. Just roll into the left. Extend the body out. Maybe rotating the head towards that right palm. Just see how it feels. Gently bringing that back to your center, moving slow, across the feet, just changing whatever twist you do. Other side. Just coming back to your center. Across the knees, maybe some rotation there, some movement. As we prepare ourselves just to drop into Shavasana. Taking those feet out. Pick up a little bit of space, roll those hands out, roll those feet out. Just let your body relax, let it spread out. This opportunity to, for a few moments now, to let go. Because in this moment, everything is okay. Feel how heavy those bones are. Your muscles, relax your jaw, your throat, and the back of your tongue. The muscles behind your eyes soften. Relax the thinking mind. Let your thoughts come and go, much like your breath. Beginning to deepen your breath with your toes and your fingers. Draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Stretch out your back. Rolling to your right side. Stay for a moment or two. And pushing up into a seated position. And just take a breath. Your hands to your heart center. Today we'll be grateful for great beauty. It's nourishing breath in. Bow forward as we breathe out. Namaste. Awesome. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of focus around the. Didn't enjoy it, but it's good for us. Yeah, have a wonderful Wednesday. Hope the sun's shining in your world. Happy level 3. See you next time. Bye.